Happy Halloween, everybody. I just wanted to make a kind of brief update video, chat about a couple of things, show off my lovely pumpkin makeup costume with my Star Wars Halloween Winnie's Whimsy headband. But there have been a few things I've been wanting to chat a little bit about on the channel, and because of a few things going on with my family and in just sort of personal life, it has been difficult for me to sit down and film a formal video. So I'm doing this on my phone today, so excuse me if it is a little bit shakier or not the typical quality. I'm just sort of doing this vlog style. So in terms of sort of life update, one thing is we've had some colds going through the family. I'm still getting over one, but I was pretty sick last weekend, and so I didn't get filming done that I had hoped to get done. The other thing is, I know I've said in a recent video that our babysitter was on vacation, so she was, and then she got a full-time job, and so now I'm looking for a new babysitter. So normally I have a day a week where I can like get stuff done that I need to do, which includes filming and work and various things with a babysitter, but for the last couple weeks it has been all me. And it's funny, I don't think I had realized how much having like a day to do stuff made a difference in my energy level. So between being sick and being the only caregiver for my children every day of the week, I just have not had a lot of energy or time to film. So my youngest just went down for a nap, so I'm sitting down here to give you guys a little bit of an update. I hope you guys are having a great Halloween. I'll try to get this edited quickly and get this up today. So I hope you guys are having a great time. Let me know if you guys have any fun plans. We're gonna be going out trick-or-treating later today, take the kids out around the city. So it'll be really fun. And I didn't have a costume this year, and then this morning I was doing my makeup and just kind of felt inspired. So I was like, let's just do like a fun pumpkin look. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I'm liking it. Okay, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I know I'm a little bit late on this because I'd been behind on watching YouTube videos, but recently there has been some discussion of a video that went up that had some things to say about race and Booktube. And I mean, I have lots of thoughts, but I have a few thoughts that I want to share on this. I think there have been a couple of really great response videos, which I'm actually going to link below, because part of this is I do want to recommend to you guys some wonderful booktubers who are Black or people of color that I follow and really love, because I do think that it is important to get more attention to them and make their voices heard more, and we will get to that. But there have been a couple of response videos that did a really great job, I think, of passionately responding to the various things that happened in this original video, and even include clips of the video that has now been taken down. So if you guys want to see those, I will link them down below. My friend Lauren over at the Novel Lush did one that's great, and then also Books with Brandy Shanae, Books by Brandy Shanae, or Books with Brandy Shanae. I always forget like the middle word, but she did one as well, and both of them are just fantastic. So I recommend you guys go check those out if you want to see some people who are directly affected by this talking about these issues, and I think they make a lot of really good points. I will link those below for you. One thing that I do want to say though is, if you haven't seen the original video, she was making some comments, a lot of comments, and it's been said, so I'm not going to get too much into it, but there were some issues with the things she was saying. One of the things she was talking about, though, was that it's ridiculous to say that Booktube is racist, or, you know, that like creators of color aren't getting enough playtime and whatever, complain about it. I disagree, and I'm gonna say it's not a Booktube thing, guys. It's a YouTube thing. And the other thing that I think is important that some people maybe don't understand is there are two different kinds of racism. There is interpersonal racism, where there's a specific person that has racist beliefs or feelings, which happens probably more frequently than we think, but that is one type. There's another type of racism that is structural racism, and structural racism is something that's built into a system that gives privilege or advantage to some people over others. And in the world of YouTube, there is structural racism. This is not just an issue in Booktube, but in YouTube as a whole, there are far fewer large channels that are creators of color, and white creators just tend to have an advantage. This isn't to say it's easy to create a channel. This isn't to say that it's not possible for creators of color to do fairly well, but that there are built-in race-related issues that make them have to work twice as hard and make it more difficult. I mean, it's just the reality. This is a conversation that's happening in the beauty community on YouTube, where very, very few of the top beauty creators are not white, and it is very difficult for non-white creators to break into that. So I just want to say for the record that from my perspective, yes, this is a problem. It's not just a BookTube problem, it is a YouTube problem, and it is something that we should be talking about. And I do think that it's important to lift up diverse voices. I think that is important. I don't think that's whining. I don't think that is, what was the word that she used? Entitled. Like, it's not an entitlement thing. It's, yeah, anyway. So that was one thing I wanted to say. Oh boy, yeah, there were a lot of things with that video, gosh. A lot of what she had to say was very condescending, had a lot of like, I mean, did have a lot of like racist things, and there was a lot of this sort of like, oh, but I know this one Black booktuber who's really big, so I don't know what you're talking about, it's not a problem. I'm like, well, okay, yeah, great, maybe you can think of one or two, but how many white booktubers who are big can you think of? And that's the issue. Like, the issue is that there's not equality. I mean, it's sort of like this gender equality issue. Anyway, I could go off on this, but other people have done it better, people who are directly affected by this. So like I said, I will link their videos for you guys to check out below, but I'm also going to link below some wonderful BookTube creators who are people of color, who I watch their channels. Like I mentioned, Lauren over at the Novel Lush is a good friend of mine, one of my faves. She does use a lot of language, so maybe like not safe for work or children. I tend to save her videos for when my children are sleeping, but she is very funny and she's just like wonderful. Books with Brandy by Brandy Shanae. She is a mom. She's a pretty new booktuber, but man, she is killing it and just doing great discussion videos and tag videos and book reviews and unboxings and all kinds of stuff. And so she's only been on here for 4 months and she's already growing amazingly. So she's really great. I'm also gonna recommend Brandy Janae's bookshelf. She's just lovely. She reads kind of an interesting mix of things. She does some romance novels, some manga, some YA fantasy, and so some of our tastes crossover, and then she does some stuff that I don't read as much of, but I really like her a lot, and she's got a smaller channel, so go check her out. And then finally, for those of you who are into adult fiction or literary fiction or nonfiction, go check out Karen over at Ren Right Reads. She's also just a wonderful person, and she's been doing this thing of trying to read all of the Man Booker Prize winners, and she does a lot of literary fiction and nonfiction and has great content as well. So those are some of the Black booktubers that I follow and really enjoy their content. There are also some other really wonderful booktubers of color from different races and nationalities, and I will link some of their channels below as well. But guys, it is a real problem, and I think a lot of this is coming to a head right now, especially in America, given the political climate. It is a space where I think it is valid to talk about. I think it is valid to talk about that there are fewer opportunities for people of color, and that's an issue. And so yeah, like, and white privilege is a thing. It's not comfortable being white and recognizing that you have privilege, but it's real. And I mean, just as much as male privilege, especially white male privilege, is a thing, and there are things that are more difficult if you are a woman or if you are a mother, it is just as true that there is privilege that comes with not being a person of color. And that might not be fun, because I think often people don't want to think of themselves as racist, but recognize that even if you are not interpersonally racist, you are a part of a inherently racist system, and maybe things that your ancestors did, and like it or not, there is an element, I think, of responsibility that comes with that. So that's like a larger discussion. Yeah. But happy Halloween. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and talk about this. I had been meaning to sit down and pull out my camera and make a real video, but like life has just sort of gotten in the way. I'm going to be scrambling just to do like a wrap up for the end of the month. Yeah, I haven't even updated you guys on my reading. I've done like 2 readathons, haven't wrapped up either of them. It's been a rough month, guys. It's been a really busy month, and I've been job hunting, and yeah, it's just, life, guys. Life is challenging, and I can't believe we've only got 2 months left before the end of the year, but hopefully I'm gonna get a new babysitter soon, get things sorted out, and make things work better. But you can always follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of Insta stories and mini vlogs and reading updates on there. So if you guys are wanting more content from me, that is probably a good place to find me in the interim. Talk to me in the comments down below. And I would say, in terms of just question of the day, link a couple of your favorite non-white booktubers that other people should go follow, or that you would like to see me go and check out, because I definitely could stand to add more. If you guys like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time, and I hope that you have a very happy Halloween.